What if I told you that 2026 could finally be the year Ferrari breaks the cycle? Not just another promising start, not another maybe next season, but a real, concrete shot at the Formula One World Championship. Because what we're seeing right now feels different. And in the next few minutes, I'm going to explain why this might be Ferrari's biggest opportunity in over a decade, and also the one thing that could destroy it before the season even begins. Stay with me, because halfway through this video, I'll show you the hidden factor that nobody is talking about, and it could change everything. Let's get into it. For years, Ferrari fans have lived in emotional extremes. One strong winter test and hopes explode. One bad strategy call and the dream collapses. But 2026 is not just another season. This is a regulation reset, new power units, new energy management systems, a new technical cycle. And whenever Formula One resets the rules, history shows us one thing: power shifts. The question is simple: can Ferrari take advantage of this shift? First, let's talk about performance signals. Early indications from testing suggest that Ferrari has built a car that is balanced, predictable, and most importantly, stable over long runs. That might not sound dramatic, but in modern Formula One, stability wins championships. In previous seasons, Ferrari often had raw speed, but raw speed without consistency is useless across 24 races. What seems different this time is the foundation. The car appears easier to manage. Tire degradation looks controlled. Energy deployment seems smoother. And under the 2026 hybrid heavy regulations, energy efficiency could become more important than pure aerodynamic dominance. If Ferrari nailed that concept early, they are not just competitive, they are dangerous. Now let's talk about Charles Leclerc. Leclerc has matured. He's no longer just the ultra-fast qualifier. He understands race management better. He's calmer under pressure. And most importantly, he's hungry. He knows this could be his window. Drivers don't get unlimited chances in Formula One. Timing is everything.
Timing is everything. Because in the end, you can miss eternity by less than 40 seconds. A podium by less than 2.
Caution misses by seconds.
Or 1.16 to be exact.
And 2026 could align perfectly. A stable team environment, technical continuity, and years of experience fighting at the front. But here's where things get interesting. Because Ferrari's biggest challenge might not be speed, it might be psychology. Before we go further, let me ask you something. What if Ferrari doesn't lose the championship because of the car, but because of pressure? Because if there's one pattern we've seen over the last decade, it's that Ferrari performs best when expectations are low and struggles when the world starts believing again. And right now, belief is building. Keep that in mind, because this could be the hidden factor of 2026. Let's compare the competition. Red Bull enters this new cycle with uncertainty. Regulation changes reduce historical advantages. New engine partnerships always carry risk. Even dominant teams stumble when the technical map resets. Mercedes, on the other hand, has experience in mastering hybrid transitions. They've done it before, and when new power units are involved, you can never count them out. Regulation changes reduce historical advantages. New engine partnerships always carry risk. Even dominant teams stumble when the technical map resets. Mercedes, on the other hand, has experience in mastering hybrid transitions. They've done it before, and when new power units are involved, you can never count them out. So Ferrari's opportunity exists in a narrow window. If Red Bull needs time to adapt, and Mercedes is still optimizing, Ferrari could strike early. And early momentum in Formula One is everything. A strong first 5 races can define an entire championship narrative. Confidence builds. Strategy calls become easier. Drivers take fewer unnecessary risks. Championships are not won in October. They're built in March. But let's address the elephant in the room. Ferrari's history with operational errors. Strategy mistakes. Slow pit stops. Communication breakdowns. Even with a fast car, these details matter. Over a season, small errors multiply. Five lost points here, 7 lost points there. Suddenly, you're 25 points behind. And in a regulation reset year, margins could be razor thin. So the real question isn't, can Ferrari build a fast car? It's, can Ferrari operate like a championship machine? Because Red Bull didn't dominate only because of speed. They dominated because they were ruthless, efficient, relentless. That's the standard. Now, let's talk about the emotional factor. Ferrari carries something no other team carries. Expectation. Millions of fans. Global media scrutiny. Historical legacy. Winning for Ferrari is different. Losing for Ferrari is louder. If the team starts strong, pressure increases. If they stumble, pressure explodes. Managing that emotional environment might be as important as aerodynamic development. And that's why leadership will be critical in 2026. Calm decision-making, clear technical direction, unified internal communication. Championship teams don't panic, they adjust. So where does that leave us? Here's the realistic scenario. Ferrari has the ingredients: a competitive foundation, a mature lead driver, a regulation reset opportunity. But winning a championship requires alignment. Car performance, operational excellence, psychological resilience, strategic consistency, all at the same time, and that's incredibly difficult. Let's be honest. If you had to bet today before the first race, would you confidently say Ferrari will win the 2026 World Championship? Or does a small part of you still expect something to go wrong? That doubt is Ferrari's real opponent. Final thought. This isn't just about whether Ferrari can win, it's about whether they can break a narrative. Because once a team proves it can close a championship under pressure, everything changes. Momentum shifts, confidence compounds, dominance becomes possible. 2026 could be the beginning of a new Ferrari era, or another chapter in the same story. And that's what makes this season so fascinating. If you enjoyed this deep dive, let me know in the comments. Is 2026 finally Ferrari's year, yes or no? And if you want more analysis like this, make sure you're subscribed. Because if Ferrari really is building something special, you'll want to see how it unfolds. See you in the next one.